The January 3, 1993, wild card matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Oilers has long been etched into NFL lore as the greatest playoff comeback in the league's history. In a single afternoon at Rich Stadium, now Highmark Stadium, in upstate New York, a Buffalo team on the verge of a humiliating defeat rallied from 32 points down to stun both the visiting Oilers and a national audience. Decades later, this astonishing reversal remains a benchmark for resilience, underscoring the idea that no lead is insurmountable in professional football. In the early 1990s, the Bills were perennial contenders. They had clinched 3 straight AFC championships and reached 3 consecutive Super Bowls from 1990 to 1992, though each trip had ended in heartbreak. Entering the 1992 postseason, which culminated in January of '93, they still carried hope of finally capturing that elusive Lombardi trophy. However, fate dealt them a blow when their star quarterback, Jim Kelly, sustained a knee injury in the regular season finale, forcing backup Frank Reich into the starting role. Reich, though experienced, was seen largely as a steady placeholder rather than a game-changer like Kelly. His task: keep a capable Buffalo roster afloat against one of the league's most explosive offenses. On the opposing sideline, the Houston Oilers, led by head coach Jack Pardee, featured the formidable run-and-shoot scheme built around quarterback Warren Moon's precision passing. The approach spread defenses thin with multiple wide receivers, allowing Moon to pick apart secondaries. Their strong finish to the regular season fueled optimism that this could be the year Houston broke through in a crowded AFC. In the opening minutes of the wild card game, that confidence materialized on the scoreboard. Moon orchestrated touchdown drives almost at will, racing to a 28-3 advantage by halftime. Early in the third quarter, when the Oilers intercepted Reich and ran it back for another touchdown, the lead ballooned to 35-3. At that moment, many Bills fans grimly trudged out of the stadium, convinced that Buffalo's playoff run would end in a rout. Yet the script took a stunning turn almost immediately after that. Perhaps spurred by nothing-to-lose audacity, Reich and the Bills began to claw back, first with a quick touchdown pass to wide receiver Andre Reed, then with another score soon after. Buffalo's much-maligned defense started forcing turnovers, halting a Houston attack that had seemed unstoppable all game. Wide receivers James Lofton and Don Beebe also played critical roles in moving the chains, while the running game, anchored by Thurman Thomas and Kenneth Davis, provided just enough balance to keep the Oilers' defense on its heels. Special teams even contributed to the turnaround. A blocked punt gave Buffalo outstanding field position, leading to another touchdown. Before anyone could fully grasp what was happening, the Bills had rattled off 28 unanswered points, transforming a 32-point deficit into a nail-biter. Fans who had left in despair scrambled to re-enter the stadium, only to be turned away at locked gates, forced instead to listen in their cars or huddle around portable radios to hear the improbable news. In the final moments of the fourth quarter, Buffalo tied the score at 38-38, sending the game into overtime. For all their earlier dominance, the Oilers seemed rattled, whereas the Bills exuded a new level of confidence. Cornerback Nate O'Domes then grabbed a crucial interception, giving the offense a short field to work with. Kicker Steve Christie capped off the miracle, drilling a 32-yard field goal for a 41-38 triumph that unleashed pure euphoria among the Bills' faithful. The media quickly dubbed it the comeback, enshrining the event in NFL annals as the biggest playoff reversal ever recorded. In the immediate aftermath, Frank Reich became an unlikely hero. Though overshadowed for much of his career by Jim Kelly, he had now engineered not one but 2 colossal comebacks. He'd already led a record-breaking rally at the collegiate level with the University of Maryland. This playoff spectacle cemented his status as a calm, methodical leader whose poise under pressure shattered any notion that Buffalo's offense was solely reliant on Kelly. For head coach Marv Levy's Bills, it showcased a collective grit, a defense that rebounded after a dismal first half, and a cast of skilled position players who refused to capitulate despite being nearly buried. Meanwhile, the Houston Oilers found themselves on the wrong side of history. For Warren Moon, who had carved out a Hall of Fame career in both the CFL and NFL, this collapse was a painful chapter. The Oilers would never truly recover from that defeat, and in a few years, the franchise relocated to Tennessee, rebranding themselves as the Titans. The haunting memory of the 35-3 meltdown still lingers when talking about the storied heartbreaks in NFL postseason drama. Over time, the comeback has taken on a near-mythic quality. It stands alongside iconic playoff moments, the Immaculate Reception, the Music City Miracle, as a testament to the NFL's capacity for creating unscripted drama. For Bills fans, it became a point of pride that reaffirmed the team's tenacity, even if the elusive Super Bowl title would remain out of reach. For the league at large, it served as a timeless lesson that any game can turn on a series of plays and that no lead is truly safe until the clock hits zero. Today, when analysts recount legendary playoff comebacks, this 1993 wild card game inevitably comes to the fore, an illustration of unwavering determination, strategic adjustments, and the raw emotion that defines postseason football. Its legacy extends beyond a single scoreboard result, reminding players, coaches, and fans alike of the infinite possibilities that dwell within a gridiron showdown. With Buffalo's 41-38 victory, the stage was set for future generations to believe in comebacks, forever altering how we perceive momentum, resilience, and the essential unpredictability of the sport.